Good evening. My name is Krystal Crain, and tonight I want to speak with you about the Zen Den, or the idea of a calm corner, which is basically creating a safe space within the classroom in order to support your students as they learn to self-regulate their emotions when dealing with conflict. According to the McHugh blog, and the article published there, A Trauma-Informed Approach, Creating a Safe, Calm Space in Your Classroom, they're quoted as saying that it helps students to regulate within the context of the relationship rather than leaving them by themselves to regulate. It reflects the understanding that students' challenges are regulatory based, not behaviorally based. So in other words, having a safe space for the students to pull themselves out of the context, take time to perhaps practice some techniques in order to work through the overwhelming emotion, be able to identify what they are feeling and be able to identify how they can then move past it and communicate with others around them what they are experiencing.
One of my favorite resources when looking into the Calm Corner or the Zen Den is a video by Kind Kindergarten that we had on YouTube called the Calm Corner. And one of the things that I love that she did is she had all of these things in the corner for the students to not only settle down and to calm down, but then to help identify and process through. So it was very purposeful, it was very intentional. She maybe had a bucket of things that could help the student calm down, like a glitter jar or whatnot, a beanbag to sit in. But then there were charts where they could help themselves identify what they were feeling and then what to then do with those feelings. So students can ask, this was the other great thing. Students can ask to go to this calm corner, and there's a specific time. I believe the student said that she has an hourglass and it's set for 3 minutes. So the students have 3 minutes that they can spend processing through stuff and taking themselves out of the environment and then preparing to enter back in at a more regulated level. This gives them time to collect their feelings and come back when they are ready. This certainly seems to help with de-escalation. So this was one photo that I found to represent the type of space that I would utilize in my classroom. The Calm Corner will be located in a back corner of my classroom. This corner is there in between a wall and a filing cabinet. And the reason I chose this area, because it's a corner, students can burrow in there and it really gives that feeling of safety and comfort in their own cozy, quiet little space. Also, where it is in the classroom, they don't have access to see their peers can't see them. The intention behind this is to keep it really specific and again intentional for their time in this corner. The other great thing about this is when there's walls on either side, you can hang things on there to hopefully help the student process and be intentional, like I said, with their time in the corner.
Along with the before mentioned tools and supportive devices that will be located in this calm corner would also be a poster of the process. So it's really important that the students learn what the process is for regulating, self-regulating and working through their emotions. So this poster would be something that they are sitting and looking at. So after they've done the calming exercise, they've gotten a hold of their breath, they've shaken the jar, they've done whatever it is that they need to do, they've drawn out their feelings. They then identify what their feelings are on the poster. There's a mirror there that they can look and see, okay, my face looks this way. I see that the face on the poster looks really similar. Therefore, I guess I feel angry. And it can help them really process through this. And then, what am I going to do with this emotion? Well, maybe they need to draw it out. Maybe they need to write it out. Maybe that's their, I have some students that love to communicate through writing notes and letters, whereas others really like to draw pictures. So it gives them somewhere to go. There's an overarching intentionality behind the process of them being in this corner. All right, so I think this is a really important aspect to having a calm corner or a Zen den in your classroom. And I'm drawing my inspiration from the article by Responsive Classroom, A Quiet Place for Rough Moments. This was an awesome article that went into depth as to how you can introduce a calm corner or the students to the calm corner in your classroom. So, and I'm going to be pulling from this, introducing it first of all in the first week of school. And what I liked so much that this teacher did that I would like to do when introducing this calm corner in my own classroom is first starting out with talking about feelings, identifying what do we do when there is a conflict or a tough situation, and how can we help ourselves make better decisions. And this is something that, again, would be done in the first week of school. I like also what this teacher says, that although I sometimes suggest that students go to the quiet place, I never tell or insist them that they go. My goal is the student themselves to know when it would benefit them to go. So again, the whole point is teaching students how to self-regulate, how they can identify, oh, I need a timeout, I need to take a step back, take themselves to the corner, process through what they're experiencing, and then come back and join the classroom. They also need to see what expected behaviors look like and experience what they feel like. So one way that I would envision doing this is, or introducing this classroom, is through modeling. And this is something that our teacher toolbox, and I'm just grabbing the sheet here, excuse me, our teacher toolbox by Dovetail Learning, one of their key principles is modeling, modeling, modeling. And it also, what goes along with modeling, and they just pair so nicely, is common language. So having common language and modeling what to do when students need to excuse themselves and go into this calm corner. So that might look like a hand signal. It might look like a code word, something that is universally understood among the classroom. And then having those, so I mentioned the 3-minute time limit previously. So having these things in place and an understanding that when you go to the calm corner, we're going through step A, B, C, and identifying the emotion, understanding the emotion, what to do with the emotion, and then re-entry back into the classroom.